Hi, it's Sarah here from Crafting and Stamping, and I'm back with another quick tip. And my quick tip today is about repeat stamping images that you may have got in your stamp sets to create a background. Now, I'm actually going to go with this sort of semicircular one here, because I just want to show as well how with certain shapes, it won't work with all, but with certain shapes you can kind of interlink your designs. So what I'm going to do is ink this up. I'm using Highland Heather on Highland Heather card because I don't want this to stand out too much. It's a tone on tone, and I'm just going to start stamping kind of in the centre, and it doesn't have to be exact, but I'm going for kind of. So now I'm going to ink this up again, and what I'm going to do is line up the end of this one with the centre of this one, just about. Actually, I'm going to move it over a little bit because I need to make sure what I'm doing more actually is lining up this end one here with the halfway point on here, because otherwise I won't get this one in on the other side. So I'm popping this a little bit more over to this side and dropping it down enough that I'll be able to get this in. So we're going to do the same thing but go to the other side now. And again, I'm trying to make sure that we've got things about halfway, and that's the great thing with these photopolymer stamps, you can see where you're going with them. So what I'm going to do now is flip this around, and I'm going to go off the side here, and it's going to go on my mat, but that's okay, the mat white's clean. So, and then I'll go over to the other side again here and do the same thing. And I'm just trying to make sure that my tops are kind of in a line like that. So we've got one of these in, and we've got them sort of interlinked. So I'm now going to come down and put my next one down below. And again, you can see that this is stamping off, but I'm making sure that these two centre flowers are about lined up. And we'll do the same thing again here. And we may find that we then just need to go off the edge. There's a little bit missing, as it were, just here, so we'll do that side. And then I'm going to do, make sure you've got it well inked. If you've stamped off, you can end up with it not being quite sort of central. So bring that down, and I want that about the same as this one above. And you can see I just need that little bit off the edge here, that way up, work things out. And it's only going to be the tiniest bit, but it still needs it to finish it off. And then I'm going to go and put these upside down ones, as it were. Again, getting them lined up with that centre one, this centre one here. So I'm using my centre flowers each time. And sorry, you can probably hear the dog snoring below. So this does just take a little time to do, but it creates a really pretty background. And again, I'm going to need to just come to the edge and finish off the design on the edges. And everything's going to need a really good clean afterwards. And then I just need to just finish this off. I need for these to be in between. And again, you're not going to see most of this. We're just catching the edge there. And we're just catching the edge there. So there we have our background. And for my sort of focal point on here, I've already stamped this on the bottom here. Now I need to remember, I actually did this with Gorgeous Grape. So I will switch to my Gorgeous Grape. And I really ought to have a map behind. And I will do that. I need to try and make sure that I don't get ink where I don't want it. So I'm going to then just twist this around to get those ends to line up, and we'll just put that off there. And finally I'm going to take I've already taken this off. Where have I put that? I'll put this there, it is. Put that ready somewhere. So, and I'm just going to pop this in the centre. So again, I'm going with the Gorgeous Grape, and this will just fit in the centre like that. So now I'll put these layers together, but you will see how they go. So this is Gorgeous Grape. I've actually used Blackberry Bliss to create another layer on there, and then this is going to be popped up, and I think I'm going to pop that just about there. So you can see how we've got that lovely background. And if you're wanting to do tone on tone and you don't have the colour that you need, then another option is to use a Versamark pad, and that will give a slightly lighter tone than we've got here, but it will give you that tone on tone look. You won't be able to use it for the happy birthday here unless you perhaps cover it with embossing powder and heat emboss. But there you are, little tip for you to have a little look at your designs. You could do the same thing here with the seashell. You couldn't quite do it with this, but you could still repeat stamp this little beach scene here to create a background, or even your cupcakes. And there's nothing wrong with switching them around and putting the in-between ones upside down. So have a little look at your stamps and just decide whether there's something that you could use for repeat stamping to create a background for your designs. I hope that helps, give you some inspiration. Please subscribe to my channel below to see a quick tip like this every Friday, and I do a quick card on a Monday. Thanks for stopping by.